weeks ago was his first week. He had a big game last week. Did the same today. Thought he kept getting better at receiver, and made it. And same thing with punt returners last week. I thought it was a better game of receiver this week, but he showed the poise and everything that we wanted to see as a returner. Yeah, I did. He made a bunch of good plays today. I thought he blocked well. He's been doing better and better each week in practice, and it's been nice to string together here a training camp where he stayed healthy, and I think it's showing out there in the games.
I know you talked last week about backup quarterback job looks very close. Did you see any separation out there tonight?
Not really. I think it's been pretty similar in all these games. I mean, they both done some real good things. We got two guys who we believe we can play, and that will be a tough decision, but it's a decision I'm glad that we got to make.
Where do you think Jordan Mason's improved the most since you guys brought him?
I mean, he's been such a good runner since he's gotten here. I think his stamina has gotten better. I think his all-around play, just especially on special teams too, has gotten a lot better. Especially from the first year. He started playing at a high level on special teams last year, though. He's carried it to this year. He's been running the ball well, though, for a while, and he's solid in the pass game also.
What's your trust level?
Ton of trust. We got a bunch of good backs, and I got a ton of trust in JP.
Now, do you expect Ricky Pearsall to be available for the regular season?
I hope so. We'll see how he is this week. Hoping to get back into practice this week, and if he does, then that's a pretty good sign that he could be available for then. He subluxed his shoulder. I don't play doctor either, so that's what it is. You can look it up. I would tell you if I knew the definition of it, but he did it in college. I think his junior year. About 50% of the people coming out of college do that. That really wasn't the problem. He did it in OTAs for the first time with us, and when you do that, it's tender. And then he redid it here a couple weeks ago, and it makes it tender, so you want to give him time to come back from it.
Is it a concern that he did in college that's happened again?
No, not at all. It's probably happened to 80% of the guys on our team at some time. So it's a pretty normal thing.
There's no other structural damage.
No.
How do you feel about how Brock?
We need some more guys in here. You guys are getting, this is like, it's getting way too many in, man. It's like a sit-down one-on-two interview almost. Go ahead, Purdy. Yeah, go ahead.
Let's ask a Purdy question. You can take it wherever you want. How do you feel that he played?
I thought he did a good job. You know, the pick, I thought that corner made a good play, just getting his hands in there and knocking the ball up in there. So that was unfortunate. But no, it's what we wanted. We just wanted to give him some playing time, get him out healthy, and that was kind of the goal for everyone today. It's not really a fun thing going into these games when, you know, you want guys to play because I truly believe it helps them. But you want to make sure they stay healthy too. So it wasn't a good feeling watching Etor and then Leonard the next play. But besides those two, I thought we came out pretty lucky or healthy in the game, and hopefully we'll get some good news on those guys too. It was pretty cool. I mean, that was one of the more fun plays that I've seen. You know, it was frustrating to end there in the tie. You don't ever want to end in a tie, but I'm definitely glad that we don't have to go to overtime in the preseason. So I'd much rather have that. But it was real cool. It was Gutierrez took about a half an hour to get back in, so we were messing with him that he was doing interviews after and stuff because his dream finally came true, but he was still exhausted from it also. So guys had fun with him in there. It was a real fun play, but all for nothing.
Last year, you kept Darrell Luter around, even though you didn't see him at all in training camp. So what's it been like to see him from day one, through an entire training camp and how he's progressed?
It's been great. I mean, just for, it's unfortunate with what happened to him this year. For him to get through the whole camp and to be able to stay healthy, it's allowed him to get better. We got a lot of belief in his ability and everything, and guys need time and guys need reps, and he's gotten those reps finally this year where he didn't get them last year, and I think it's helped him a lot. He gets better each week and made some big plays in that game. That pick was huge, and no one's a finished product, but love the direction he's going. Not really. I mean, it was different going in the locker room because I remember last time I was in that locker room. Stadium didn't, not really. I actually really liked the stadium. It's a cool atmosphere. It's one of the newer stadiums that feels truly like a football stadium kind of when you're inside there. So I like having games here. But yeah, it wasn't the best feeling when you go into the locker room. Remember the last time you were in there, but you get over it pretty fast.
It's kind of weird that Bill Vinovich was the ref too.
Yeah, it is weird. It just keeps happening.
Kyle, earlier in the week you mentioned that D'Amico got mad at you for taking it slow and creepy at him. I know that was part of the Jets, but do you ever get pushback from your cross-training coaches? Do they say, like, hey, I'm really comfortable on this side of the ball, or is it trusting your big picture vision? Like, I need to know both sides, and that's just part of it.
Usually guys are excited about it. I remember Bobby had some mixed feelings on it, because he had worked so hard to make it on defense for a long time, and he didn't want it to look like as he was failing on defense. And I remember kind of snapping at him. I was like, "What's wrong with you, man? Like, you don't get how good offense is going to be for you and how fast you're going to move on it." And Bobby could have coached anything. Most coaches can, but usually guys, if we want them to do it, it's for a reason, and they're usually pretty excited about it. All right, thanks, guys.
Appreciate it.
Kyle said he wanted you to let you back. How do you fix
I mean, yeah. I mean, it's tough in the moment. Like, what goes in my mind is obviously try to get them out of bounds and have our defense get good field position, on a turnover. Obviously you don't want to turn the ball over, but I didn't want them returning it. So I feel like I had leverage to, get them out of bounds, and that's just what I tried to do. So, yeah, obviously I don't want to be like tackling in the preseason, but, just it happened so quick, and I was just trying to get them out of bounds.
it? Looks like you got then maybe inadvertently run over by another guy trailing the play.
Yeah, I did. I mean, it happened so fast, man. The ball's turned over. They're all hype. I'm on their sideline, on the ground. And, that's just where I was at in the moment. And I don't know if he could have done anything different or what, but, it's football, man. It gets chaotic, so it's part of it.
Do you feel like before that you were in a pretty good rhythm?
Yeah, I felt good to get out there with the guys and just move the ball. Last week, obviously wanted to move it a little bit more efficiently and stuff. So to get out there and get some first downs and score and put the points up on the board, felt good. So we were all in a rhythm. Obviously, third down, get man coverage on a slant, get the ball up in the air. Like it sucks, but before that, felt like we were in a pretty good rhythm.
What was it priority for you to just get the ball in Debo's hands and George's hands right away?
Yeah, obviously, like, when you're starting out a game, you sort of have your openers and you have an idea of like what plays you want to run and who you want to try to get the ball to if it's the right look. And sure enough, we got some good looks and good opportunities to get the balls in Debo's hands and George's hands. So I feel like we did a good job of sort of connecting and just feeling that game atmosphere again. For us as starters. So.
Same draft class as Jordan Mason. Kyle, I asked Kyle the same question. He mentioned that he saw just Jordan get better with the stamina over the past couple years. What have you seen growth-wise from Jordan Mason in the past couple years?
Yeah, man, he's come in. Obviously, rookie year, chip on the shoulder, trying to make the team, undrafted guy, and he and I had studied every day together and did our little walkthroughs together. So to see him, sort of come on the scene and have success, obviously through special teams first couple of years and some crucial runs as well, and then this offseason, sort of grow up and just mature, as an NFL running back. It's been pretty sweet to see. So obviously, I think his knowledge with the playbook and understanding where he needs to be as a running back with the gaps that he's hitting and obviously being able to be there for check down in the pass game. He's got great hands and just overall, I just feel like he's become more of a professional, as playing in the NFL going into his third year. So I'm really excited for him.
Talked a year ago this time we were talking about you and Brandon Ayuk and that connection. Have you had an opportunity at all this offseason
I have not. No. It's just sort of how it's gone. Every time I've thrown since being here in California with the team, it's been the organized team activities, and obviously he hasn't participated in those things, so we just haven't had a chance to throw. So.
I've seen him out there, before you get him traveled with you guys. Is there any doubt in your mind that if and when he joins the team, that you guys can hit the ground running?
I think I'd be confident in us being able to pick up where we left off. Throwing to him for 2 years and obviously going on 3, understanding our plays, our concepts, where he needs to be, where the receiver needs to be. I'd be pretty confident in him coming back and us being on the same page. So, yeah.
Brock, Floyd left the way he got injured and maybe it looked like it could be serious. He was in back on the sideline and laughing, smiling and laughing. I mean, is there a relief when you see him back and it looks like indications are good?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, obviously it's the 3rd preseason game, and it's like, man, we're so close to, our opening day and being ready for the regular season. And so when you got a guy like that, that obviously we get in the off season, you're excited about, and then you see him, go down. For all of us, we were just like, come on, man, like dang it. But obviously he came back. The word is good. Just around that, he's feeling better. So, hopefully he's good to go. But, like I said, 3rd preseason game and seeing one of our starters go down like that is always scary. So.
Have you taken a peek at all of Jets defense?
A little bit, but I haven't gone all in. I've just sort of skimmed over some games and seen what they've done like last year, but I haven't really gone full in on it yet.
So what's your plan now as we approach September 9th?
Yeah, I mean I think it's on now. Just in terms of obviously trying to see where we're at as an offense, myself, where I can continue to get better, but also know that this is the team that we're going to be playing week 1. So now we have all this time to sort of get healthy for 1, and then 2, attack just the scheme of things with how we expect the game to go and what we're going to try to do. So we got a couple weeks to go, and excited for it.
Do you have any unpleasant memories going back in that locker room?
This one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, just driving into the stadium and then, seeing the locker room, and our lockers are, for this game at least, they were in the different spots. And then, just being on the sideline, it seems like yesterday we were just playing that game. So, obviously it sucks thinking about it and how we just weren't able to finish. But it's 2024 and we're excited for the season. So we're going to have another opportunity at it. So, thanks, guys.